Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa at Paper Lace and Bling, and I am going to be doing just a quick thing today. I have these, gosh, we used to buy these stacks, just card stacks all the time. And I've had this for eons, and I need to get rid of it. I also have all of the pages that I did with my Gale inspired glue book, and I've pulled those out. I have I got a couple of sheets of book page, and then this is one of the inside covers, and then a bunch of goodie in here and my ephemera case. So I'm trying to let all of my stuff for the Voyage Beneath the Sea, it all needs to dry, and so we're going to do this. So I'm going to lay my papers up here, and I need 6 of them, because I am only having to do 6 journals. Yay! So, so I think I'm going to do, there's several reds. Now these are 6.5 by 4.5. Yeah, and they're sticky backed. I did test. It took me a while to get to the sticky back. I'm not using the purple because I just don't think it'll go in my book. And then I think, and I'm not going to use the blue because I'm just not doing anything blue. So then, oh yes, this is a luscious color. And that one's good. I want to see what else I have. See, they put a lot of purple in here. And, ooh, wow, okay. And then ivory. And that looks like it. So I'm going to take one of these cream colors ones. So there's 6. And that thins my book down just a little bit. All about using your stash. So I have been already, I mean, it's October, but I have been already thinking about what my theme is for next year, and so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that, because I don't know yet. I do not know. Now, I think what I'm going to do with these is these are going to just stick down on the pages, and that way I can take the back off and just stick them down on my pages. So I'm thinking that I might make pockets out of some. I might just decorate them, and then you can, of course, have your 4x6 photo on there perfectly. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I do like to start with some book page, and I'm going to kind of take off the edge with nothing. And here, I love when I get some little tear, out of place. I like having the number on them. Sometimes I'll take the number off and I'll use it as a, okay, there we go. So there, well, I guess I still have this one. I'll take the number off and show you something else, some other way that you can use it. We use the 70. I'm not going to put 69 on it. Very bad. Very bad. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just going to try and make some interesting cuts. Okay, so there is the paper. Now I know a lot of people like to use glue sticks. I just never have really cared much for glue sticks. Now, one thing I do need to find is my vintage photo. There we go. And probably would not hurt to reload. I took this with me, and oh, I need to get these in order so I can find them easier. Where is my vintage photo? Antique, tie-dye. I'm looking two at a time here, guys. I'm hoping I'll come across it pretty quick. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. But it definitely needs some re-inking. So that will be good. That will be good. So I got a lot, but that's okay. We're just lightly touching it to the paper, which gives me a really dark edge. And that's okay. I don't mind that really dark edge at all. Okay. Because all of the papers that I'm using are very vintage, so this will be fine. Of course, I don't know how many times I've washed my hands tonight. I've been painting. I've been... I just have all kinds of... And I don't know that I'm going to use that just the way it is, but I just wanted to go ahead and put something down. And as we go along, some of these are going to get a little lighter, but there's only going to be one in each one of the books, and nobody else is going to see, except for you and I, what, you know, what it is. Yeah, I wanted a little more interest there. There we go. And then it'll just go right off the edge. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let that just soak in while we get this down. So yeah, my daughter and I were talking, and you know how I was thinking I was going to have to make 7 or 8. Well, we started talking about the uncles probably would not particularly care, and their wives are not particularly into that kind of thing. So I've got to have something that's not going to get me all icky. There we go. This is just a very lightly damp. So that was nice to spread that. So I am just making 6, so that does cut down a lot. I was getting kind of nervous. But I mean, it's still just October, so I am not sweating it yet. And I've been doing along and along, which you guys will see. I will do stuff like this. I will show you the ephemera as I do it and stuff like that. So some of it, you know, is not going to be filmed because there's just, but, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Whoops. And you got to remember, you're going to put a picture on this, or you're going to make it into a pocket, or whatever you want to do with them. I mean, depending on the size of your page. This would be for my books. This would not be a good belly band, but for some books, you could even do, you know, do it as a sideways belly band. There we go. And again, I want to kind of catch some of that. Yeah. Love it. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so there's just going to be the 6. We're back to that again. And, but so we were talking and we said, you know, it would be better for the uncles if Grandpa would make something with Connor for the uncles. And my husband went, who? I don't know any person named that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so he was he's coming up with a really nice idea. So I'm glad he's on board. But boy, at first it was like, no. They'll love the journals. And I'm like, no, we've decided that they would not love the journals. So, he's like, no. Okay, gonna pull this one off, and it is going to get my my number off. So I have a number I can use. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, he's going to make, my husband is a knife maker. He does yard art, does things around the house. I mean, you name it. He can do it, especially, you know, if it's welding and stuff. He's not great with wood, doesn't like to work with wood, but he loves to work with metal. So this one I'm leaving a little bit of that red edge because I think the brown and red looks scrumptious together. And okay, well, I tore the number right in half, the only piece I wanted to use. So I do have this 79 or 80, and I'm just going to throw the other away. Oh, this didn't even get inked. My. Where's the edge? There we go. So he's coming up with something to do with the grandson when we go back. We're planning, maybe, weather permitting, we're planning on going back in early December to have a Christmas with them and our other families, that family members and friends that are there. And then we are going to come back home, and so that we'll be with our son here, and friends here and stuff. So next year we're having them for Christmas. That's our Christmas present to them and their Christmas present to us. Coming here and letting us do the whole Santa Claus. He's 7. So I would love to spend a Christmas with him while he still believes in Santa Claus, you know? So yeah, I'm very anxious about that. Very, very fun. Fun. Yeah. Okay, so here is our 4 panels. Next, I have, let's see. So this would work. I don't necessarily want to cut all of these up. I'm just going to take this first one, and that's what we're going to work with. So, will this fit in here? Yes, it will. Okay, so I think I want to do, well, do I have one that would work for that? Let's see. I'm thinking I want to do, you know, like down. And I tell you, I don't know if I noticed this. It's Dr. Jaeger's sanitary underwear. Allows the skin to breathe freely, at the same time absorbing its exhalations, leaving the body dry and warm. These are actual, this is actually old page, and like this is, the cruise date is February 5th, 1898. So these are actual antique papers, but I was like, really? on a Christmas paper. Okay, this one, actually I think this one will be the best for the thing that I want to do. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I'm going to make 2 with very low pockets, and I'll make 2 with tuck spots, and 2 that will just be photo frames. What do you think? I don't know. I will have clusters on probably all of them, but yeah. So, and this has got old book page on it too. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. But instead of using this, I'm going to use this, and I want to have about 1-inch strip, I think. There's that one. And then I'll have maybe about a 3/4 inch. There we go. And then let's do like a 1/2 inch or so. And this is just giving me some bits and pieces for that. Now, I am going to go ahead and cut this side down just a little bit so I don't have that raw paper edge. And then I'm going to cut so that this will be exactly the right size to make a pocket or a, you know. And then I'll have my choice. Well, I'd actually rather keep the picture, so let me do it this way. Here, and then my pencil went flying. So, yes, let's cut it right. Is that my pencil mark? Yes, it is. Oops. There. So then this will be another strip available. Now, let's do 2 pockets. Okay. So I like that. And I'm going to take this and let's cut off. Okay, so that can be a tuck spot. I'm not necessarily putting it right there. I'm just seeing what I have available. Now, if I did this, now I have an upper and a lower. Okay, love it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so this would look, I think, very nice right there. This would look pretty nice right there. We can always cut the edges off and stuff. Not much left of that. Okay, let's see. This one definitely needed some more color, but I think we're just going to do a cluster on that. I actually think I want it like this, so I'm going to cut off, maybe just rip it off. I'm going to cut off this book page part. And let's ink this up. And I think that will make a nice tuck there. I don't know, I don't know on that one, so we're going to hold off on that one. Now this, I certainly like it right down the center. And then I can put a cluster or something and leave this so that the picture will slide underneath it. So the picture will slide right like that underneath, and there'll be a little cluster over here, possibly just coming this way, and then hopefully you'll be able to see the photo. Yes. Okay, so that's good. Let me go ahead and get this cut so we can, yeah. There we go. There's that piece. Just not enough color there. I need some good color. Okay, so there's that one with some cluster. Here is, we can do the same thing just on the opposite side. But just having that standing out there does not really make a whole lot of sense. So let's do another one of the belly band type situation. And do I like anything of this on here? So that livens that up a little bit, or I can put it over here. No, I don't like it. I don't like it as well there. I like it there. So I'm just going to cut it off at the green. There we go. So there's that. I think that is good by itself. And this is a Christmas story that this lady is on, and she's got little, so it's really kind of cool. This is not quite long enough, but probably can use it with this pocket. Oh yeah, with the green. Yeah, not quite that far off, but yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so let's get things inked up, and I'm going to put these back with my scraps. Okay, inking, 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 and then we're going to pull some ephemera out and decorate. So I am at 26 minutes. I did not have very long on left on my... So, let's be quick about this. Oh my goodness. My allergies have been so bad today. Both my husband and I had to take allergy medicine today. We've just not been totally happy. All right. So I might not get all of these done, but I will show them all to you. That piece wasn't glued down well enough. And that's the one thing when you're doing, you know, just watch when you're working with the collage type papers that you don't inadvertently have one that is not stuck down to anything. Eventually you will rub it and find it, figure it out. Trying to be very gentle with this paper from the 1800s. Love it. Okay. Okay, so let's put this down. Yeah, I got a lot of things to make. So you guys, I will try and bring you along. I'm just going to glue two sides because this is just going to be a little tuck. And that I'm going all the way to the edges on. And I'm not going to worry about things to put in them just yet. And this is white core. Back in the day, they even advertised it. It says it on there, white core. Like, oh yeah, we love it. Now it's like, no, we don't want any white core paper. We don't want to see all that. Okay, and then this one, we're just going to glue on the top and on the bottom. And we're going to, bring it right about there. All right. Good. Okay. So this one, I think this should be pretty juicy now. There's two. All of the little bits coming off. All right, let's go ahead and get this one glued down. And I'm going to take that one all the way up to the top. Slide it over a little bit. There we go. And then this is a pocket all the way. There we go. And then give this okay. There's 3. I'm going to glue this one down. Then this was only one sheet of my leftover scraps. So, if I have anything sticking over, I'll just snip it right off. Not an issue. No problem with that. All right. 31. We're doing not so bad. I'm gonna just come right there and cut that off. Okay, there's that one. And then we have this one. And we're just going to line that up. Okay. So there's that. Let's give this a little that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I'm about to be full on my video, whoopsie, come here. Yeah, I'm about to be full on my video, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I may make this into 2 videos. I try not to, though. I'm going to continue working on these. I'm going to get my all my stuff out and figure out what I'm going to do. But here are 6 pages ready to go into a journal, and then just things added to them. You know, so it's that easy. And it's using some book pages, which we all have so many of, and where I did the glue book, and just, I mean, this is what's left of those scraps. And if I'm smart, I will just throw them away. But this is over 100-year-old paper. I don't even want to discuss it. We might have to throw away the underwear ad, though. Or we'll cover it up. Alright guys, till next time. Might be just a second for you. I'm sorry, that was funny. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa from Paper Lace and Bling. And everybody, that works with junk journals, mini albums, paper of any kind should have one of these. Now, this is just a simple folder. You can, plastic folder, you can get them, I think, at Joann's. You can get them at Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever, at school time. It can be anything. It can be a file folder, and then just put some ends, you know, some accordion ends around so you don't lose all your little papers. This is my I gotta cut this stuff out book, okay? And then I put all of the things that I cut out in the back. And then I bring them in, like this is Christmas, and I put all my Christmas ephemera, I try to anyway, into this container. It is getting kind of hefty because I keep cutting. And I've got all of this to put in. So that's probably a cleanup on a 5 thing going to happen with that. Yes. So this is still this, you know, these Christmas stacks that probably everybody has. These stacks of paper that we used to buy a lot and then never use them. Excuse me. So I'm making pockets and tucks and all of that. This is adhesive backed. So all I have to do is peel it off and stick it on a page. So that's really nice. However, you know, I want to make them really pretty and cute. And of course I have the 6 journals. So I have 6 of these, 1 for each. Doesn't mean I won't make more, but, you know, trying to keep things going. So I laid some stuff out last night after I left you, but I didn't glue anything down yet. But this was just out of my, you know, cut up ephemera stash, and this is just, I'm gonna put that right on the top. So this goes on this one, and then this, I think I'm going to put a brad in it and be able to slide it so you could put a secret message underneath. Kind of cool. Okay, and I did want to get into my goodie bag here and use up some stuff. You know, just like a little thing like that. Whoopsie. That was good. Just rip everything off. Oh, that was just a piece of... Okay, and I think... Let's see. That'll be long enough for there, so I'll put that on there. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm going to like a little piece of that on the top and on the bottom. I think I will. I think I will do that. So I'm going to move this, and I'm going to get my Fabri-Tac. We're just going to try and put these things together pretty quick here. I think I have about another 30 minutes, and then it'll be an hour-long video. And I've been trying to make them shorter, but you know how that goes. And I don't want it to be too bulky, so I am trying to get it all down into that glue without sticking my fingers. I don't want to have to come with the journal. Some people might like that, although it might be fun. Here, I've come to journal to make stuff with you guys for a little while. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so... I can do another one. Just grab a corner, sniff up, sniff. I have a cold. My husband and I just thought it was allergies, but it's a cold. So sorry if you hear me coughing and sniffling. Just trying to stay on track and get some work done. And I put that glue a little too close, but let's see. Yeah, that will be very nice. That will be very nice. I need a little bit more glue though. All right. Get this tucked in there. And of course you could always shorten it up just by clipping off the edges, whatever, you know, whatever, you can make it however you want it to look. It's just going to take you a little bit of time. I'm so sorry, and I don't have an extra hand to cover my mouth. Not that you're going to catch my germs, but I figured this was pretty safe. Ah! Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to go with this. And may peace, love, and joy be yours this holiday season and all year long. And that is perfect. And of course, I did not ink any of this stuff, so you guys are going to see all of the fun details that goes into this, right? As long as I don't work close to my body, because then you can't see what I'm doing. And that is so aggravating, especially even if it is seeing something. And this does need to, because it's a lightweight cardstock, and I think I do need it to be, see where some of my I need a piece of thicker weight stuff. No. Alright, give me a sec here. I have a lot. Here we go. This will work very nicely. Okay. So I'm just going to glue that down and hand cut it out. I already have it inked. It just needs, since it's going to be floating most, you know, I'm only attaching it to the strip, so part of it's just going to be floating. So I do need to have it be just ever so stronger. And I believe this is an old Die Cuts with Review paper. I've had it in my stash for a long time, so it feels good to be getting some stuff cleared out. There we go. Now we're going to do an additional. Alright, just throw this away, this little piece here. Alright, so then we're going to just attach that right like that. And I am going to use my Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to use this as my guide as to how much glue, where I put the glue. And you got to make sure you put enough glue on the edges that are going to hit, whoopsie, that are going to hit into the mesh so that it has enough. Now, I do want to slide a piece in here, so if I do get some glue, I don't glue down my, don't close up my pocket. Well, my belly band. I guess it's really belly band. Let's make sure we get that in there. Let me get my... Sorry guys, clearing my throat and all that kind of stuff so I can breathe and talk at the same time. it sounds worse than I feel, so that is, you know, that's a good thing. Okay, and then I do want this to stick out as well, but I think it's got enough support that I don't think, and it's going to be up high enough that you're probably not going to catch it that much. So I don't think I'm going to back it on anything. There we go. So there's one, and then of course I'll have a nice tag in, which will add more on this side. But I love that. Simple, pretty. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Let's put that one over there. Let's go to this one. So I have the ivy, I have a little girl, and it says, "It is the season to sparkle." So this one has got to have bling on it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I probably will go back and add a bunch of different sparkles to everything after I'm done, just so I can see, you know, I kind of like to go back through and do one last touch-up. I guess that's the mini album maker in me. I don't know. I guess everybody probably does that, but, and then I want this to go right here. But I think I definitely need to have all of this backed. But what color do I want to back it on that is going to lend itself to really pretty on? So let's get, I have a sheet of, here it is. Oh, that's just a gray. I have a sheet of this, and I'm wondering, yeah, I mean, you're not going to see much of it, so it's not like you're going to go, ah! But you are going to have just enough of the little red coming out. I think it'll be cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down the way we want it. And I might add a little something. And I'm not going to glue down her bottom part all the way because I do have that and I'm looking for placement so that I have that little red poof coming out of her in, you know, as many sections as possible. I also need to make sure I don't make it too long. Okay, yeah, that's going to be good right there. And then this can go right like that. Okay, so we got it. We got it. So I'm going to lift her bodice up now and glue that down. Brought the glue down a little too far. And I do have the one leaf standing up. I like that. And then we can glue this down. Get all those little tips. Sometimes these things can be a pain in the butt to cut out, but look at how wonderful It is. I just love being able to play with all the little pieces. It's just super cool. Now, do I want a little something something? See, this is going on gray. I don't know that I have anything gray in here. Or, let's see, what about something like this? Ooh, I'd like that on both sides, though. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. Wrong one. I'm so sorry, guys. Just trying to stay on track. And if I miss a day, because we are turning around in like 5 weeks and going back to celebrate Christmas, and I don't know why I put those away yet, to celebrate Christmas with our grandson. So we have a lot to do. Not so much for the RV. We pretty much have duplicates of almost everything, which, you know, at first was pretty pricey, but now it's not. Okay, so I'm going to make this jaggedy edged at the top as well, although it's not as interesting as, I wonder if I can make it a little more interesting with a lighter. Let's see, I think I have a lighter here. Let's see. Alright, and then if I take off a few more pieces from there. Well, that made it a little more interesting anyway. It's not... Now, I guess I could put this on the top so that I get that really interesting frazzled look. But, no, we'll save that for something else. I suppose I need to actually make it a little thinner. Okay, there's a little thinner. And yeah, we're just distressing the heck out of this little piece. This is some silk that I purchased at Michael's, maybe, I think. And it was in the wedding section on a roll. And I have had so much fun using it, and it's such a lovely texture and stuff. Okay. So yes, I am going to do that. So I need a little bit of Fabri-Tac. I hope I'm staying on film. I'm having a hard time concentrating on everything I need to do. Oh, I tell ya. Okay, I don't want to lay it down on that. Where's a piece of release? Ah! Can't reach it. There we go. Piece of release paper. Best stuff ever. Gotta maneuver that material around and get it just where you want it. Alright, so there's, oops, Fabri-Tac. And then we're going to cut it out. Oh, come on. It's not that hard. Yeah. Okay, so that is plenty of glue. Way too much, actually, because I already had glue on it. All right. And then I want it right. I'm kind of trying to line everything up like it's going to be on the edge of the page. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to time this. I'm not doing a real simple cut. I mean, I am doing a really simple cut. Not really trying to match up perfectly. Just getting the larger spaces defined. Okay, that didn't get glued down. Got a little close to that, but that's all right. You know, once it's all said and done, mostly people don't even notice that. I am going to cut this part up underneath, best I can, up underneath the material. Just cut this off now. Yeah, I think that frames her out quite nicely. So let's bring this back, put my paper back up there, and then we're just going to glue down right. Just lay it down where you're wanting it, and I can use my, I hear my phone going off, and I don't know if that's somebody trying to get a hold of me. I better go and get it. So, there we go. There's that one done. Oh, and I love it. Very pretty. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and basically just kind of finish these guys out. And if I do anything exciting, I'll let you know. But basically, I'll just come back and show you all of them when I'm done. Whoopsie. So you can see and I'll explain what I did. All right, guys. Back in a minute. Hey, guys. Okay, so I have finished these particular ones. Just kind of cleaning up here. Got rid of some scraps. Got rid of some ephemera that I have cut out. So I'm quite pleased with them. Now, this one, I've got liquid pearls around her bodice of her dress and on the white and, you know, all of the shiny spots of the berries that are in her hair. And then I put a rhinestone on the eye in the is. And then I took my Wink of Stella and I put some highlights in her hair. And then around it is the Season to Sparkle. It was really bright white, so I put the Wink of Stella there, and it kind of toned it down. So that's that one. Very happy with it. And then, you know, the tag will have to be made for these. Pretty specific. So, you know, we'll get around to that. That's another day. I think this ended up being my favorite. This is the side pocket, but there is also room for a little pocket here. I thought, you know, some of these little stamps sticking out of that or whatever, but then you have the big pocket here. I got to use a couple of my Christmas tree brads in this, so that's wonderful. I've had those for, wow, my kids were 10 and he's 30. My oldest one was 10, I think, when I got these, somewhere in there. And he's 30-something now. So, yeah, you may not find these trees anywhere, but then again, you may. Okay, so then this one. Now, most of these, I don't know well enough to tell you. I think most of the images in this is probably from Line Dot Arrow. December to Remember, I think it's called. This is from Dreams, Etc. And you have to slide this open, and then you have a little pocket here, and then you have that original tuck spot, but I've made it where it comes all the way across, and you will be able to see the tag at the bottom here. I thought that was really cute. But I wanted to use her, and I needed some more gold. And really the only, not that this is super gold, but, you know, inside of it is. And then I took a little strip of the gold, I don't know if it's lame or, not lame. I had a little piece of the ribbon that I put on one of the, I guess on this card. I had a little piece of the ribbon with the double-sided tape still on it. And so I just wrapped it, and I did pull the sticky back off to wrap. And then, you know, put it back. So again, this one's still kind of damp, so I'm leaving it on the top, trying to remember to leave it on the top. Okay, and then this is my big pocket. Okay. There's another one of my trees. I have some pearls with some gold rim around them, so they're flat back pearls with a gold rim. And then I used my brads, and it says at home for the holidays. So I had this little home with a rose on it on a tag, and I thought, oh, that would just be perfect just to cut that little circle out and the little rose. And then there is going to be one for Denise's grandmother that's going to be more religious, okay? So the angel ones I am kind of trying to gear towards her and just make them really, really pretty. I treat my journal pages like they're mini albums most of the time. So, and I think sometimes people are like, oh gosh, I can't do her stuff. You don't have to do everything I do, but you can get some ideas. You know, I do sometimes go a little overboard, but I can't help it. So I wanted a little bit, I put this gold down here. I wanted a little bit of gold up here. And this is just the tailings, you know, the salvage edge of, and I'm sorry for the life of me, I can't remember. Satin. It's like satin, taffeta. I don't think it's taffeta, but I think it's like satin. This is the upper pocket. Now, I colored in, because that was just black and white, so I colored in the little leaves and a little flower with leaves on her hat. I happened to have some little stars that were like the perfect size for the little stars that they had drawn on this December 25th Christmas Day card. So I put those down, and then some more bling on where the beads are. This Merry Christmas actually didn't have any any beads on it. It was very muted. I don't know if it was my printer or just, but, and I'm sorry, my cold. But I took my markers and I went over the Merry Christmas. I went over all of the greenery, and then I just added, there weren't any berries. I just added some bling for berries. And this is just a bit of material, which I did wrap around to the sticky side. And this is stuck onto the sticky side. So, very happy with that one. And last but certainly not least, and I've got some nice iridescent type, tiny snowflake type situation there. This one is for a gal that doesn't kind of do traditional Christmas, but she hasn't really done Christmas. She lives by herself. She used to be married and he passed away, and she hasn't really done Christmas. So I'm hoping that this is going to help her, but I don't want to overwhelm her. So I'm trying to keep hers a little more simple. So yeah, and then the rest of them are just kind of getting what they get, because they're all kind of traditional Christmas people. So super easy for the other ones. Other than his school teacher, who is out pregnant right now. And so I'm not really I'm just making a Christmas journal for her, but hers, I'm sure will be baby's first Christmas kind of thing. So that will be fun. That will be fun. So I do need to kind of focus a little bit on that at some point. But I just wanted to show you guys what I got done. And, I thank you for joining me. And until next time, bye guys.